All right, it's morning in paradise. We've been here a while. These little sticks sticking up here, for those of you that don't know, when they put those in, that tells them how high to raise the concrete when they pour it. And then they should smooth it to that level and then pull the stick out. When I talked to Duke about the concrete, he offered me 7 centimeters or 10 centimeters. I told him 7 on the sidewalk's fine, but traffic areas, vehicles, we need 10. So this morning, they put all these sticks in. I went out and started measuring them. They were anywhere from 6 to 8 centimeters. So they've been out here for the last couple hours scraping this down. As you can see, we have concrete here. And they are going to pour all this perimeter concrete today. And this is going to be scheduled. This drive here, I think, is tomorrow. And then probably the other drive the following day. And the electricians are just now showing up. It is 9:30 a.m. Okay, we've all seen concrete poured before. I'll probably show you a little bit, but I'm not going to waste a lot of time on it. Concrete is concrete. All right, so Albert, the truck driver here, backed in here. He came up and filled this in because I was throwing a fit about it, but he had to be Mr. Hero and try to back this truck in here, and he's freaking tore this all up, and he's sunk in on top of my stays back here. I had problems with this driver before when he was here. He's a fucking idiot. That said, they got concrete down this side. They shot it down this side. And they'll work their way across now and then out around and out that way. Once he gets out of here, it'll probably be okay, but it sucks because he could have just backed straight up here. They could have hand carted that shit over there. It's only a yard of concrete. This is the same driver I had trouble with earlier this year. So just as I predicted, Albert's having trouble getting out of here now. He should have never been back in there. Okay, so they've bucketed concrete in here. Got the kitchen countertops filled up. They are working on this patio countertop now. We got another tub full of concrete there. That will get that finished out, and these guys will be done for concrete for today. The tile guys will. Okay, we got through that first truck eventually, but we had a surprise visitor this afternoon. Truck 2 showed up. I didn't know they were coming today. I seen these guys prepping this out here, and I thought they were getting ready for tomorrow. And all of a sudden I looked over, and here come the big yellow truck. Fortunately, it's a different driver. That last one was whatever. I'm just going to leave it at that. But they've got some concrete in for this slope already, and they're finishing off that sidewalk there where the last truck, they couldn't reach it with the chute. But let's take a walk around real quick. It's about mid-afternoon. They got most of the holes punched out here. I think they got one more to go on a fan right over here. Concrete apron around here. I moved my irrigation pipe over close to the concrete, threw a T in it, and brought it up here. I'll cut that off and put like a hose drop right there. That's an irrigation pre-softener line. I'll use that for watering plants out here on the patio and back in this corner area. And the other end of that is sticking up right down there behind that guy. That will be for watering that other side over there, and it's teed into that one we looked at yesterday to go out toward the pond if we need it over there. Don't plan on using it out there, but the trench was there. I figured I'd put $2 worth of pipe in it just to make it that much easier. I'm not going to run around and show everything right now. We'll do that later, but they got holes everywhere. I think they're putting in a fan in here right now. Yeah. That's one of those fans right there. We'll go in there, and 2 of those out here. He's putting in the wall for the shower. Holes in here. Shower wall in there. I kind of wish we'd have cut this off right here. I brought it out quite so far. This is a tiny bathroom. No one's ever going to use it, so it doesn't really matter. I wanted this wall here. A lot of people probably wouldn't have did this, but I wanted this there because I have an outlet here, and I want to make sure I protect that outlet from the water and anything else you might have sitting here. All right, we hit the ground running this morning. Got up early, edited some videos, come out here, fed the fish real quick on the motorbike. Run back home. We took off to Taiwatsu because we had to get 2 different lights for in the kitchen because the ones we ordered aren't going to make it in time. And we had to get another piece of conduit for in there for them to tie the house wire into my box. As soon as we got back here, there was a bunch of questions. We fired through those, and then there was a problem come up in the bathroom sinks that we needed to get to town to get parts for. So Sumpit and I ran into town on a bike, got the parts, got back here. I had to modify, you can't see it, I had to modify the parts a little bit to get them to work. We got that done. When we got back, the concrete truck was here, and I haven't even been out here to see it yet, so let's see what they're doing. So they've got half this drive forward. Thank God it ain't the ding-dong driver. I think he's empty. They're going to bring another truck. I think he just ran out. This concrete from yesterday is all set up pretty good. They don't do a very clean job on their edges, I'll tell you that, where they put the forms together. But imagine they'll get this thing forward, start tending to it, and then go work on that front slope, I'm guessing. They're trying to figure out how much more they need. So apparently the other truck isn't even ordered yet. They just said 3 cube. Got me a skinny little crosswalk right here. Nice thing about this is you'll be able to walk right around here without getting wet when it's raining. Your feet will get wet, but you won't get rained on. So they had rain forecast at noon today, and then again at like 5 and 6 p.m. That forecast changed to no rain. It is kind of overcast today. Tomorrow's no forecast for rain, but Sunday, Monday, Tuesday all have rain in the forecast at this minute. So hopefully we'll start getting some rain after we get these driveways in. As they'll get the rest of this today, and then all we got left are the 2 beams and the 2 slopes. What do you think? What do you think?
I think about tree.
Trees?
Green.
My grass seed arrived yesterday. I was all ready to grass all this in, and then that truck tore it up yesterday, so now I gotta wait on my grass seed. I want to get some green going out here, pick all this shit up and get some grass seed planted, get some water going. Let's take a look at this front driveway. I think it turned out pretty good. Just by the naked eye, I think they actually sloped this to the center, just slightly, to about right here, it looks like to me, which would be good because then the rainwater will go there and down the driveway. That's what I want. I want it going down the concrete. Walks look pretty good. This is a little skinny, and I knew it would be, but nobody's going to use this anyhow. Originally, I had all this in parking out here, so everybody could just park here and then walk right up through here. Then Sumpit didn't want all that concrete, so we put this in, and now if people park here, they ain't going to go walk around behind me and go up the steps. They're going to go right up here. They got the wires in for the lights. They are working for it on these exterior lights right now. I don't know what they're going to do here. They're going to have to put a stand out of some kind. I thought Duke was going to do that for me, but apparently not. There's the lights that he's putting in right now. And then we got 2 small matching ones to go out on the posts out there. Kind of a one-way light. I had to make these brackets to put on the top of the post to mount those on because they didn't make any top mount type lights that matched them. So I made those up. They had the lights on out here last night, so we got power tied in. Got a couple fans to go. This is the monstrosity of a generator switchover they bought. I didn't ask for this, I didn't expect it, so I bought my own. And then they come in with this monster. And this is all wired up, and the outside electricity's hooked up, but you've got it shut off here. So we bought these ceiling fans for 2 in the living room and 2 in the bedroom. And it doesn't say anything on the outside the box. When you open it up and read the mounting instructions, it said to only mount them in concrete or wood, which we have neither of in the roof. So Duke and I mind-boggled that for a little bit yesterday. And I told him I think what he needs to do is go up in the attic or up above the ceiling and get some steel wire or something and just tie it to the beams up above and hang the lights from that from up above. I don't know, they don't feel that heavy. They're only 7 kilos. But for some reason they want them mounted for wood or concrete. So they got to get that figured out. I think these guys are going to have to work on that today. I'm not sure. That's the generator switch over there. I don't like this because it looks to me like it's going to be 3 switches. Turn this one on, turn this one on, turn that one off. Which worries me because I'm afraid that I haven't seen how they wired it yet. Look, but they got Sumpit's kitchen lights in or sink lights in. Those actually came with a wire cage around them. We didn't want the cage. She just wanted the lights, so we threw the cage away. Oh, that's the cooker hood. They must have just delivered that last night or something. That hasn't been here. I'm going to get off here, and we will update you later today. What do we get done today? Let's walk around real quick and take a look. First, got another beautiful sunset coming. No wires to the pump house, so the pump house is tied into the panel in the house, which is temporarily wired out at the pole. The main lines coming into the house are not tied in. They are, but they're not tied in for the final tie-in. They're tapped into these right here at the pole. So these are still powered. We're still using them, but the house is not literally connected to the pole yet. We went to Siskiyou this morning while we were up there. I don't think we mentioned it, but we got our air conditioner installation scheduled for the 8th. That's the same day the softener guy is supposed to be here. I think we're ready for both those. These guys will be done. The electricians will be done tomorrow and out of here. What else? Oh, the guys got this poured today, this back drive. The slope is not in. They're working on grade on that and the beam today. And the front. Well, the front was packed so hard from where we drive, we had to go get a tractor. I don't even want to. We had to get a tractor. We didn't have a choice. We had to get a local to do it. But anyhow, while I was here, I said, have him go out in the field, push that stump over there, push the dirt into the hole, fill the hole up. And well, he pushed the stump clear over onto the neighbor's property. So now I've got to get it back onto mine somehow. Told him to plow the field while he was out here. He took one pass. Oh, it's too hard. I got to wait for it to rain. Got the fans installed out here. Fan installed in here. Those are the lights we picked up in Siskiyou this morning for Sump Pit. For some reason, they put these two lights on this side of the kitchen on one switch, those on a second switch, and those two on a third switch. I don't know why. I would have just put these four on one switch, but whatever. I guess if she only wants to cook and wants darkness behind her, she can do it now. Waiting on tile for the countertops and all that stuff still. They got this light in. They got all these lights in. They still have not hung these two ceiling fans. The fans we bought, I think I mentioned it in the video, had to be hung by something. So what I suggested today was we take a piece of this, get it on top of the sheetrock for both fans, and then take some heavy wire, which Duke brought in somewhere. It's here somewhere, but Duke brought it. But basically hang a piece of that steel purling across there, tie the wires to that and up to the steel, and then tie the fan directly into that piece of steel. So it's literally hanging from the roof and not from here. And that's what they're going to do. I think they pretty much got everything except those two fans. Oh, I'm wondering how they did that. Maybe that they opened it up and there was already a piece of steel there for the roof, for the ceiling, which is fine if there's a wire right close to it. They're not that heavy. I don't understand it. But anyhow, everything's done in here electrically. I don't know what's going on there. That needs to get up into the ceiling. I don't know what the problem is. That's an exhaust fan. They got this formed up and ready to go. Those were hung yesterday. Like I said, everything is pretty much wired now, except these missing fans. So I wish I had a light on in here. Oh, it's turned on. So this is the massive overkill generator box they put in, and this is exactly what I didn't want. As he said, if I turn both these on at the same time, it's going to over voltage the system, and anything that's connected basically in an on position, it's going to fry it. And this is why I bought that switch I did, where it's PEA off generator. You can never have the two on at the same time. This is exactly what I didn't want, to where you could possibly make a mistake. If you drank too many Leos, you can turn them both on at the same time, and anything that's plugged in, like your refrigerator that's on and running, you just smoke it. I had offered up my little thing, but they'd already bought this. I don't know why. I told Duke not to hook the generator wires up, just run them in here, and I would figure it out later. So then I went ahead and bought the stuff so that I could have them do it. Well, then they showed up with all this stuff and didn't want to use my stuff. It's in there now. I'm going to use it. I walked Sound Pit through it, but I'm going to have to somehow, I don't know, I'm going to have to do something to secure it better. Here's the ball buster here. This is going to hold the processor for the security system. Big old box. Well, he put it right here on the wall above the wash machine facing this way, so if I need to get in there, I'm going to have to sit on a wash machine to get in there. I told him to ask him if he could put the wires in the side and mount it on this wall facing out over top of the wash machine. Oh, no, you can't because the wires will be in the way of the server. Well, then, I don't know, take them in the bottom or something. I don't know. But anyhow, he doesn't want to do that, so I said, fine, put the damn thing in there. I don't know why we need this giant-ass box. And if it was going to be something like that, he should have talked to me first, because we had planned on putting cupboards up here above the washer and dryer to put soap and dryer stuff and just, miscellaneous laundry items in. Anyhow, I got this monstrosity that I don't need and that monstrosity that I didn't want. This all looks pretty good out here. Got my little slope there. Told them I didn't want one there. Well, they didn't ask. I didn't want one anyhow. Sound Pit asked. I said, no, just leave an edge there. So this is a piece we had the local tractor guy do. I'm just going to show you real quick. I told him, I don't want dirt up on my wall. And look at where it's at. It was down at that lower beam when he started. And look at what I ended up with. The whole bottom beam of the wall is gone. For those of you that have been watching us since we got here, he's the same guy that did this road that I ended up hand shoveling rock from here to that tree. Same guy.